What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. I am inside of a Goodwill looking for those items that I can buy and sell on eBay. So on this shelf, I see some tools at this Goodwill, $24.99, no battery. One thing with tools, Goodwill always prices them way too high. It's out of their wheelhouse. They see tools and they think, price them up. And of course, each Goodwill is different. It's really employee based, right? They're just going off of the knowledge they have. They know that tools are expensive, so they price them expensive. I was just in Goodwill today and there's about 40, 50 Beanie Babies in there and they got them priced $10 a piece. Just because probably the person who priced them heard that, well, Beanie Babies are worth a lot. They were collectible. They're not. Well, very, very, very few are. Maybe they checked eBay and saw some selling for thousands of dollars at inaccurate prices, but it is what it is. You just have to be a picker and pick through this stuff and try to find the deals, try to find the things that are priced fair. And here is a little, I don't know what that is, honestly, but yeah, I love digging through the shelves at Goodwills, thrift stores, digging through boxes at garage sales. You really never know what you're going to find. And I'm not finding too much on this shelf though. Just the typical stuff. So I'll flip over here, see what I can find on this side, and I find something amazing. Some underwear, some briefs, tagless briefs. And you know what? I bought them all because I can make money on these, especially lotting them together. So I grabbed all of those, and I think there was about 12 packs of those. In there, there's some cards, Desert Storm collectible cards. I see these a lot. Even brand new sealed, they're not really worth a whole lot of money. So yeah, I just left those, of course. I don't know what Goodwill had them priced at. But you can see I already got something in my cart. I got a couple things, 2 or 3 things, but the only thing I kept, I think, was the Canasta game, which is a great pickup. It's kind of rare and sold out. I think all the comps on eBay were good in the $30 range, and there currently wasn't any listed, so that's definitely a good item. Down here, I see this First Act guitar and amp for $20, and some of these First Act guitars are pretty good. So yeah, I ended up grabbing this, and this is a pretty decent one. There's different models, and this seems to be a newer and more rare model. I saw a comp with the amp one sold for about $160 on eBay. So I don't know, I'm gonna get anywhere between 75 and I think 125 for that. Plus whatever the amp, probably just do a combination of them. So not bad pickups in that Goodwill. I head on over to another Goodwill now, and I'm digging on the shelves just like before. I see some interesting item over here. This screen, and $12.99. I'm like, that'd be kind of easy to ship. Just ship it in the box it's in. If it's worth the money, I looked it up. They're not really selling great, at least that size. I also got a couple other things in my cart, a meat grinder and some Brooks shoes there. But the screen, just not really good to sell. If it was a bigger one, I think it would sell for like $60 maybe. Not a whole lot of people buying it, so I just left it at $12.99. So it is the next day now, and I'm back in the Goodwill. We started in the prior day, and I see these Marvel toys. And I'm like, these look fake. And fake as in, they're not licensed. Yeah, look like just some Chinese knockoffs. I see this scrapbook kit here sealed. I did some research. I could not find any comps on that. But when I went to list it later on, I started seeing comps. And I'm like, how did I miss this? Maybe the UPC didn't scan right or something. But not selling well at all. So disregard my estimation later in the haul part of the video. Just kind of a bad buy there. Got a bag of toys. I love finding these little bags of toys. Sometimes you find good stuff in them. Usually, just filled with junky stuff. There's a truck. Seems very happy, or a bus or something. Lots of stuff to look at this Goodwill in the toy area, just like usual. So just kind of hovering around here, seeing if I can notice anything that I know is valuable, something I know I want to sell. But you know what? I did find some shoes. Actually, someone just brought them out, and I looked through their cart, and I'm like, hey, these Reebok, I think I can sell. I've sold some similar like it before, but some nice Nike shoes here. Only $4.99 for these shoes. They're very clean, so it just pays to be the first person, as I've mentioned many times, because, you know, those shoes probably wouldn't have lasted 15 minutes if I didn't see them. So, yeah, dishes, glassware, yeah, just checking it out, looking for the unique stuff as usual. And as always, let me know if you see anything that you think is valuable or is for sure valuable. I would like to know. Of course, you know, I've been doing this for over 10 years, but I still miss stuff. I still don't have all the knowledge. So I did find some film though. Not film, slides. And I decided to buy all those slides because the carousels are filled with the slides. Usually I just pass on the carousels, but if there's unique slides, you know, maybe I'll try to sell them and do an auction. I got the plush, I got Tinkerbell there, some bird plush up there. Kind of looks nice. I don't know if it was worth anything. Looking for vintage dolls. There's a very colorful looking pig. Again, I don't think there's anything I missed, but a lot of plush around. So over in the clothing and hats, I see a hat here. I've already picked up this vintage Woolrich jacket. Turtles hat here. I'm like, I kind of like that. Maybe I just bought it kind of for me, maybe to resell. And checking out the other hats. But yeah, the Woolrich jacket. I just decided to look it up real quick, and I saw a very good comp for that. I'm like, really? I guess I'll buy it. You know, it's cheap. I ended up finding some more clothing, a really good piece, some good toys too in this Goodwill. You're going to see in the haul part of the video. Down here, a cart came out, and there's this Brooder garbage truck. These things are actually worth quite a bit of money. This one's broken and missing pieces. Unfortunately, I ended up leaving it. But with the bins and not being broken, they probably sell that for $50 or $60. So good to look out for there. And just checking to see if there's anything else new, anything else I want to buy at this Goodwill that may have came out in the last 24 hours or so. So what is in that box? Oh, that Bentley TV, just black and white TV, not really worth anything. But I head on over to the next Goodwill and just checking it out today to see if there's anything new. And check this out. This is amazing. Toxic Crusaders Hovercraft, 1992. Unfortunately, it's missing pieces. I thought maybe these were pieces that went with it. They're not. But complete, that thing's like $200. Unfortunately, it's missing probably 14 or 15 of the smaller accessories or pieces. Up here is a coffee maker. Could make a little bit of money on that. I just didn't want to clean it. But the Toxic Crusaders, when I went to pay for it, the manager there was talking to me about it. And I said, yeah, I wish there was the figures were there, because that's what I really want, the Toxic Crusader figures. They're worth a lot of money. And she said that they threw out a big tote. She said they salvaged a big tote of figures. And I'm like, what? Why would you do that? Put those out. I could not believe it. She said it would save them time to just get rid of them. And it blows my mind. No wonder I don't see good toys in my Goodwills and good figures and stuff like that. Just madness. Anyway, we're in this Goodwill now. I found that semi. I see this Scenic game. It's sealed. Only $1.99 for that Scenic game. I can sell it on Amazon, make a little bit of money. The Buddy L semi truck there, not worth a whole lot really. It's just in good condition for the age, so I grabbed it. And yeah, just checking the rest of the stuff here. I ended up going to another thrift store. Ended up picking up a couple shoes there, but not much else. And yeah, not a bad haul today. I'm going to show you everything that I picked up and give my estimates on how much I expect to make on the stuff. Some pretty good finds today. It's that time again. Time to show you what I got at the thrift stores. This is from a couple days of thrifting, just locally. And I got some good stuff. Let's start on the floor with these film slides. I've not sold a lot of this stuff. I usually don't pick it up, but all of these are filled. Well, I'm hoping all of these are filled with slides. I took the tape off of one box and looked at a few, and they were all filled. These are labeled Israel, which I thought would be good content. It seems like they're from 99. You got California labeled stuff in that box, which from what I can tell will do pretty well. I don't know what these will sell for, but paying $12.99 for each box, I think they'll do well. I noticed just some random slides of the 80 trays for Israel were selling between 15 and 30 a piece. There's even a Korean one sold for like $200 on auction. I'll probably do lots of like 2 of these carousels and just do auctions on them. Just to see where they go, see if people want them. Again, I don't have a lot of experience selling slides, but I think at this price, I should definitely make some money on them. I'd say minimum $100. And then the other floor item I have is underwear. These were $3.99 a piece, and I'm probably going to sell them in lots of 2. By themselves, they were selling for about $15 a piece. So there'll be some extra money there, not bad profits. Up here on the table, I got this Ninja Turtles hat. It is not quite vintage. Looks to be 2009, which I couldn't tell if that said 2000 or 2009 when I bought it. My old eyeballs are failing me. I didn't look it up. I don't even know what it's worth. I thought I might wear it some. It's got a little bit of dirt on it, but it should clean up nice. Underneath it, $14.99, I got this Westin meat grinder, and it's not a super good pickup. Some of these Westin meat grinders can sell for hundreds, like $600-700, even pre-owned if you find the right model. This one, I think I can sell for about 50-ish. It's got the pieces in there. It's very clean. If I had to clean it, I wouldn't have bought it, but it's ready to list. I just gotta peel that tape off there, which will come right off. Plug it in, make sure it works, and it'll be a pretty easy list. Should make some money on it in the end. Picked up this Jurassic Park Jeep. At first, I thought it may be actually vintage. It's not. It's a newer one, 2013. Still, there's a little bit of money. I bought it again just because it's in such good condition, and it's one of those items that's just going to be easy to list, easy to ship. But honestly, there's probably about $8 profit there. This is a bit heartbreaking. This toxic Crusaders Hovercraft, look how clean and such a good condition for something from, I believe, 1992. It was $2.99. Now it's missing a ton of pieces. All these holes around the side here are supposed to have tires that connect to it. There's other things that's supposed to connect to it. Complete, this thing itself for probably $180-200. Still, in this condition, the base part, it should sell for at least $20, so I picked it up. $2.99, we got these vintage Fisher-Price Knights from 1994. I've sold lots like this before. The last lot I sold for $40 or $50, but there's probably double what was here. So I should be able to sell these for about $25, I would imagine. Always a good pickup, especially if you can find the castle. I mean, castle's a pain to ship, but you can definitely make some money on it. Got some shoe pickups here at the thrift store for $1. I couldn't leave these Solomon boots behind. They are actually in pretty good condition. They're just dirty. They got dust on them. The problem is the heel, you can see, has a decent amount of wear, which is usually a problem. However, pre-owned, these things are, $75, in some cases $100 boots in good condition. So at $1, I figure I can make some money. There's no major damage other than that heel. Some people might not care about that, if they're only paying $25 for them. So we'll see what happens there. Same kind of case with these San Antonio Shoe Company shoes underneath. They got some scuffs on them, but honestly, if you take the black shoe polish and rub in there, it does very well of covering that stuff. I should still be able to sell these, depending on how that turns out, for about $30. I mean, these things are so expensive if you buy them new. Like here's $186.95. I've actually found a pair new before these timeouts, and I think I paid it like $1 for them at a garage sale. I ended up selling them for about $150, so they definitely have that kind of value. Just some basic Brooks back here. I got a Goodwill for $5. I'll sell them for $20-25. These Reeboks, I don't know how they're gonna do. I paid $4.99 for them. They're in good condition. I like the colors. I sold a pair somewhat like this recently. I think I sold for like $30 or $40. I'll probably price them $30, see if I can move them. And then I got these shoes, which are pretty nice. I think they're Kiri's. They are very clean. They had just come out right before I was leaving. She pulled out a shoe cart, went over there and checked. There they were, $5. Should be able to sell these for $50 plus shipping. Make some good profit on them. So between all these shoe finds, I'll add it up, put it on the screen. Going to be some profit. Back here, I got one of these Mr. Coffee Tea Maker pitchers, which I've mentioned before. They sell pretty good. I should be able to sell this for about $18, $20 plus shipping. $4.99, however, it just seems like a bit too much for plasticware. Goodwill. Got a sealed Scenic game there. I only paid $1.99 for. Doesn't sell for a whole lot on Amazon, but it will sell, especially around Christmas time, for between $20 and $30, so I should make at least $10 to $15 on that. I picked up this Buddy L Sonic Hauler Semi. It was $4.99 at Goodwill. Comps didn't look that great on these, but it's very clean except for the dust. It's in good condition. You know, I'll probably price it $20 plus shipping. I think I'll sell at some point. And back here, I got this Fisher Price framed 75th anniversary toy art. I paid $5.99 for that. I bought it because I was thinking about hanging it up in the house. I kind of like it. It's not actually old, but I did look it up just to see if they're selling. I don't really see them selling, but there's a couple listed for $20, $25 plus shipping. I believe it's actually new. It's never been used or anything, or never been hung up. I guess people don't really use pictures, but I thought it was a cool pickup. Here is a First Act guitar, and this is a pretty good one, $20. I think it definitely needs new strings or to be restrung. This particular one, you know, it sells for over $100 pre-owned, especially with the amp that came with it here. In some cases, I think I saw this selling for like $150, $175. So, you know, I might be able to make $100 profit on this. Certainly not a bad pickup though for $20. Right here, I got these Imaginext figures. At first, I thought it was new. Then I saw that there was a couple missing, unfortunately. You know, these aren't worth a whole lot. Honestly, I'm paying $1 a piece for them now that I think about it. However, I have a bunch of these to lot up, so I figure I put this, you know, with the lot. It makes it look like there's more. Makes it look like there's some new. Get the price up a little. I just went ahead and grabbed it for that purpose. I got a stack of board games here. Some good stuff. This sealed Tripoli. It's got the mat there and everything. I've never seen this before. New sealed on Amazon. I think it was selling for, what was it, like $40 or $50. Maybe I'm thinking a little too high. Either way, it's going to be good profit on that. Saw this Canasta game, and I've picked these up. They sell great on Amazon. I've never seen this one before. This set is not on Amazon, unfortunately, or I'd probably to price it really high. Of course, I could make a listing and do all that. I usually don't take the time to do it just for single items like this. But on eBay, it still should sell for $30, $40 pre-owned. I'm not even sure if there's any listed right now. It seems like they were all sold, but maybe that's another item I'm thinking about. Still for $2.99, it should be some great profit. I got an Angry Birds game. This is not one of the ones that, you know, sells for over $100 or even $75, which some of them sell on Amazon. This is about $40 new on Amazon. This one's pre-owned, but it's in really good condition. Christmas is coming up. I'll be able to sell this probably for $20, $25 pre-owned in this condition. It will move. Then below it for $6.99, this sealed vintage scrapbook kit. Some of this scrapbook stuff is worth good money. I could not find any comps on this, but this is something I figure I'll sell for $30 plus shipping, maybe. I've seen some other vintage scrapbooking stuff like that, new kind of sell for that. This is pretty cool. It's not super old. It's Batman Begins, which I guess is getting kind of old at this point. I really don't know what this will sell for. I just thought the graphics looked cool. I just sold a Tiny Toons binder, I think for like $30, $40 plus shipping, something like that. Of course, the vintage Lisa Frank stuff I've sold for $140. I paid $2.99 for it, so I'm probably going to price it about $25, $30, see if it sells. And then over here, I got some clothing item. Check this out. This is a Mickey Mouse hockey jersey. It's a larger size, got a cool graphic. It's very clean. I paid $4.79 for this at Goodwill. Looked it up. The comps look pretty good. Most of the ones on there are youth size. This one being adult. I should definitely be able to sell it between $40 and $50. I'll probably just mark it $40 plus shipping. It'll be good profit. And then I picked up this Woolrich vintage windbreaker, and I wasn't going to pick it up because I'm like, this is probably just like a $20 sale. I'm not a big clothing reseller, so I was going to leave it, but I decided to look it up real quick, and I saw one sell for $60 plus plus shipping. Now, I don't know why that one did. I saw some others that were selling for, 25, 30 bucks. So I really don't know. I'll be able to sell it for at least $20. It's just I saw that one sell for 60. I'm like, maybe I get $30 for it or something. I don't know. Usually this color, this style of jacket does well anyway at the $20, $25 range. There it is, everybody. That's the haul for today. Some good stuff, good profits. The total is up on the screen. How much I expect to make. Of course, all my estimates are just that, estimates. Sometimes this stuff sells for less, sometimes it sells for more than what I'm estimating it at. Before you go, if you could hit that like button, make sure you've hit the subscribe button so you can see my videos. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from all of you. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.